again to my channel. I remain your girl, Chef Ochi. Today we're going to be making club sandwich, Nigerian club sandwich. For our sandwich today, we're going to be making use of vegetables, cabbage, tomato, and carrots, then eggs. We have this cut very thinly. We cut it very small size, and very thinly, so that by the time you spread it in, it doesn't make your bread look too bulky. So here, then we're going to be using some butter, margarine. We're going to be mixing that with sardine, and then we have some slices of bread and mayonnaise. We're going to be mixing our cabbage, carrots, tomato, and eggs together in a bowl with the mayonnaise. We're going to be mixing them all together. So I like to mix in batches so that I mix it properly, and then the mayonnaise spreads evenly. So I'll take some of the cabbage, some of the carrots. I use the smallest part of my grater for the carrots. Some of the carrots, some of the tomato, and some of the eggs. Now I use 2 hard-boiled eggs, 2 plum tomato, and 3 small-sized carrots, and a quarter of the cabbage. So I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, and I'm going to mix very well. When I'm satisfied, I'm going to add on the next batch. So this is what we achieve when we're done mixing. If you look at it, you can see you'll be sure to add generous amount of mayonnaise so that your vegetables and all they don't look dry when you're done. This is how we tend to achieve this. Sandwich is a very yummy and nutritious breakfast recipe. For those of you who have not subscribed to my channel, you're actually missing a lot too. We're going to be mixing margarine. You can use butter actually, but I'm using margarine. You can actually we're going to mix our margarine with our sardines now. You can take out the oil, but I actually like to use the oil because I like that it also aids the spread. It doesn't give it this dry feel. If I use the oil, it makes it very easy to spread as well. So I do not take out my oil. Some people take out their oil and just use only the fish. I like to use the oil. So you spread, you mix generously with margarine. By margarine, please, I do not mean baking fat. This is not baking fat. By margarine, I do not mean baking fat. Like your brands of margarine you use to spread for bread. I do not mean baking fat, not the one you used to bake or you use for pastry. So if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please endeavor to do so. I know that I went on a sort of hiatus for a while, and I was offline, and I wasn't uploading. Well, sometimes we have to take a break to cool off and then things of life here. But we're back now. We're up and running now. So once you're done with this mix, this is pretty much all that's there to sandwich. Once you're done with this, it's just time to get your bread ready. So we'll be needing our bread knife now, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut off the edges of the bread. We're going to cut it off before we start to spread. So let me get my knife. You're going to use a bread knife. I cannot find my bread knife. I don't know where it is. So I'll try to see if my cake knife works. I'll use my regular kitchen knife. Trimming off the edges of the bread. Somebody asked me, why do you have to trim off the edges of the bread? I don't think I've ever seen a sandwich that had the bread with all its edges. Sandwich is not a Nigerian meal. The people who invented it, they did not make their own like that. And also, it even aids presentation. It makes the bread look fine. It makes it look fine, and then it takes off the edges are all those brown and dry. It takes all of that off. Some people prefer to actually spread before they do their slicing, but I prefer to slice before I spread. So now we're going to go ahead with spreading our spread. Actually, I don't talk like things, but I cook like this, and I'm a bread person. If I don't cook like this and I enjoy them, I know they know it how they talk sometimes. More than this. So now we'll go ahead and spread, take this on one slice. When you're done, you cover with the second slice. Set aside. You repeat the process for 2 slices. Please don't be miserly with your spread. Spread it generously, like generously. We're going to repeat that for as many slices. Yeah, so after spreading our sardine and margarine mixture, this is what we have. This is what we have, like 2 slices of bread together. Now we're going to pick one, and we're going to generously apply this mixture of cabbage, eggs, tomato, mayonnaise, and carrots. I'm going to apply this. When we do, we're going to cover with this. This is how it's going to be. When you do, just try to press a little. Try to press a little. This is how it's going to be. Don't mind my bread looking uneven. That's the kind of bread they sell in my area. The slices are not even. They cannot even do a good job of slicing bread well. I didn't use my bread knife to spread this because this is quite thicker. You can actually make this layer thinner so that your bread can stick properly. If when you're making this and it feels like your bread is not sticking, you can actually add more mayonnaise so that your bread will stick properly. So we'll have this on top of this, just like this, and then we'll press. And then we do that for the last, or for as many as you have left. I'm going to be having some of this bread left. I'm going to use that to eat noodles. I'm going to eat noodles with the remaining. I'm not going to let it go to waste because it actually tastes very, very yummy and it smells egg-delicious. You can see the egg slices. So we're going to cover. Now you understand why some people slice when they're done. They do that because so that all the slices will be even. You can find that some of this is bigger. I'm not going to waste my bread though, in the name of trying to. I'm not going to waste my bread at all. So now that we're done with this, the next thing is to now have our sandwich cut. Of course, we know that sandwiches have triangular shapes. We're going to cut it like this. If you want it smaller, you can still go ahead and cut it like this. But no, the bread is small enough already. You can even have it in circles, in heart shapes. For that, you use a cookie cutter. Maybe we'll do that some other day. It makes it look very beautiful. If you want to make a breakfast tray for someone, maybe one of these days when I make a breakfast tray for the love of my life, I'm going to show you how to have sandwich in different shapes, in the heart shape, circles. We'll use a cookie cutter for that. And for that complete breakfast tray, we're going to add so many other things. So let's go ahead with this. Yes, so here we have our yummylicious club sandwich. See how it looks? Yeah, this is our club sandwich. Have a look, have a look, have a look, have a look. So this is how it's going to be. After you're done with your spread, you're going to be having 2 layers, and it is the cabbage spread, remember, that holds in both layers of bread together. So please do well to tell your friends to subscribe to my channel if you have already subscribed yourself. Thank you for following this recipe today. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this recipe, so I'll know that at least I'm doing something good. Until next time, I remain your amazing, goofy chef Ochi. Thanks for watching. See ya.